Welcome back to this episode on costs of enrollment per student. So this is a challenging topic for many universities. How do you track the expense to enroll an international student? So we'd like to give you one example today, and we just picked one program which is purchasing email addresses, something very commonly done for domestic recruiting. And not too long ago, ETS, the testing service, and Hobson's, a marketing and technology company, they launched a program where you can purchase TOEFL registrations. So the students who pass the TOEFL exam or participate, you can buy their contact information based on different criteria, the country, level of results, maybe other information these students have provided. And the cost is 43 cents per email. And we know that many universities are very comfortable with this program because they use similar efforts for SAT domestically. So let's look, how much does it actually cost to enroll a student when you purchase an email address for 43 cents? And in order to understand what it will cost you, we will go through a little exercise. So let's say we purchase 10,000 email addresses, as I said, at 43 cents. So you will spend $4,300 on those emails. Now, you're sending them out, and 12%, we're saying, in this case, when you look at the left-hand side of this chart, will open the email, versus on the right-hand side, which is our scenario 2, 7%. Then, how many people will actually have seen the information from you? So, 1,200 versus 700, you see, it makes a big difference. Now, opening the email alone is not sufficient. The student has to click through to whatever information you would like them to see or register even for. So let's say in both cases, 20% register after they click through in your email. So let's stay with scenario 1. You have 240 registrations. Let's say of those 240, which was an initial contact with your university, we're going to skip many other contacts that you may have. 15% of them start an application. As you know, not everybody who starts an application completes it. So let's say 5% are completing the application. Now you have 12 applications in the scenario 1. And as the last two steps, of the 12 that completed the application, you have 30% will actually enroll, which means you had 1.8 students that enrolled. Now, sorry for the 0.8 student, but let's say you have 2 students. So let's go all the way back. We purchased 10,000 emails for $4,300. So if you had 2 students, that would roughly cost you $2,400 per student enrolled. And that's just the direct cost from that one email program. That does not count any other counselor time or other expenses that you will, of course, incur as your overhead and other involvement. Just the direct marketing expense from this one program would have cost you $2,400 per student. And that was scenario 1. You see in scenario 2, the only difference in the metrics was that you had an open rate for the emails of 7% versus 12%. And you see it almost doubled your enrollment cost. So here's one way, and again, we used a simple spreadsheet to follow the path of what does it cost you to enroll a student if you purchase an email address at 43 cents. Calculating the return on investment is an important function within your admissions department, regardless of the channel you're using. Thank you for tuning in.